Hi guys, welcome back to Story TV. I'm Lota Akpata, your usual host. So today we actually have Stanbic Bank back to the show. Today we have Mr. Calistas Chijoro. He's the head of business and commercial clients at Stanbic Bank. We are going to be touching on his department and what it does. Basically, the customer value proposition for business and commercial clients. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about free trade agreement, sector focus, and customer service differentiator at Stanbic Bank. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chijoro.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I think it's an absolutely lovely show here. Yes. Very educational, I find. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, we can't wait to hear from you today. Thank you for coming. So let's start our conversation. So what does the bank's business and commercial clients segment do, and what does it cover?
So just very briefly, the bank has got the personal clients and it's got business clients.
Yeah.
Business clients are segmented into, the large ones, large corporates. We've got the middle corporates as well as the smaller and the medium ones. Business and commercial clients looks after that middle tier, as well as the smaller clients. And so when we talk of business and commercial clients, that is effectively my portfolio. I look after all the clients. Middle-sized, medium-sized, small. There is no such thing for us as a small client. Wow. As long as the client's got aspirations, we're willing to partner with them and support their ambition.
So what sectors does this span across?
So what we do is we actually mirror the Botswana economy. The key sectors in the economy, agriculture, public sector, real estate, trade, all the key sectors, mining, construction, we look after those. And we've actually got clients right across the spectrum. What that helps us to do is that over time, we've developed expertise. And we've actually got colleagues that are experts. If you're looking to talk agriculture, you actually come to the bank and you meet someone who knows what it means to have a center pivot in your farm, watering, how much water you need, what is the yield expected, per product that you may be plowing or into. So you're talking to someone who hears and who understands the language you're talking. Yeah. If it's someone who's into fuel, they know exactly how a petrol station works, how lubricants work, how they are priced, and how you generate, revenue, as well as the challenges that are associated with it. Yeah. So that's the beauty of having been focused on the different sectors over such a long period of time.
Yeah. So basically, you can actually custom make, a service for a particular client. This is what you're saying. Obviously understanding what the client actually does.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that we try to do.
Yeah.
Look, the way we try to approach our service and solutioning to clients is to say what works really well for someone may not work exactly the same way for another person. Yeah. So we spend time with our clients to understand their business, and that actually helps us with exactly that, to make sure that what we're giving them as a solution is tailored to their business, to their circumstance. And so, yes, we don't offer the same thing to each client all the time. We try and tailor make our solutions.
Oh, all right. So what is the customer value proposition for this?
So I don't know how much you know about Stanbic Bank, and there's quite a few things, right? So we are one of the biggest banks in Africa by assets.
Absolutely.
And it does not matter where you go, the west, the east, the south. So we're one of the biggest banks. We're present in just over 20 countries. We pride ourselves in knowing Africa because of our extensive presence and because we've been in Africa for over 150 years. Yeah. So our value proposition, amongst many things, is to say, if you're an entity in Botswana wanting to do business in any part of Africa, we will take you there,
Yeah.
and we will make it happen.
Yeah.
We will partner with you and grow into Africa. And wherever you go in Africa, we chances are that we would know who to talk to,
Yeah.
be it a regulator, be it business people there, So we pride ourselves in our ability to connect our clients and help them grow into Africa.
Yeah.
We also pride ourselves in offering, tailor-made solutions, as we spoke about earlier on. Just making sure that what we're giving you is actually suited for your circumstance.
Yeah.
We tailor make. We also just pride ourselves in, we take a lot of time in understanding a client's business. What do you do? How do you generate revenue for yourself? What are the challenges for the industry? What are your aspirations?
Yeah.
So that we don't just solve for the now. We solve for where you want to go.
Where you want to go, yeah.
And we spend a lot of time. And so when we come to you with a solution, it's not meant to solve for now. It's really about supporting you get to where you want to be in the medium and the longer term.
Yeah.
If you look particularly in terms of the way we serve our clients, we also pride ourselves in the fact that we've got experienced people, people who know what they're talking about, as I said earlier on. But it's actually also very important. Any businessman will tell you that I don't have time to go to the bank.
Yeah.
And
yes.
so, what we want to do is, if you look at our Enterprise Direct, which is a virtual center that seeks to serve our clients wherever they are, through phone, you can call in, you can email, and you can be sure that you'll be helped. So that's part of the things that we're helping our customers, and we're doing all of this because we appreciate that no one has time to run around after banking.
Yeah.
You've got a business to run. You've got to keep it going. You've got clients to serve.
Yeah.
And so, why worry about banking? Let us worry about that.
No, absolutely. I mean, when you're actually just asking, I don't know how much you know about us. I remember when I used to be in corporate, when I used to work.
Yes.
We actually used Stanbic as our bank, and we had literally the best service.
I'm glad to hear.
And I'm not going to lie, you guys do have, when it comes to also corporate banking.
I'm glad to hear
absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that.
We had the best service. How does this align your purpose as a business?
So, as a business, what is it that we do? We're here to support Botswana's ambitions.
Yeah.
To create wealth for Botswana, to create jobs. Job creation is a very big thing, particularly for the youth. And if you think of what we have tried to do, literally to walk the talk, as it were, when we set up our Accelerate, was basically to say, you know what, young people, having just graduated, may want to start up a business. They want to connect with other young people.
Yeah.
And we set up the Accelerate, which is basically a meeting place. It's also a marketplace where people come together, share ideas, co-create, and support one another in business. So, Botswana's ambition is to grow this economy. It is to empower the locals, and we are here just to do that.
Nice.
That's exactly what we want to do. And if whenever we hear of one more job that's been created by a client through the support we've given them, it really, really is something that aligns completely with our purpose. One of the things that's also quite close to our heart is around, sustainability, environmental sustainability, green technology, as they say.
The future.
That is the future. And, we only have one planet. We only have one environment. We have to take care of it. We've set ourselves up to support our clients who are looking to actually go this route in terms of environmental sustainability, because it helps everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually quite a good one. So, can you share your trade solutions, especially in the Africa, China agent proposition? Let's talk about that.
One of the things that's quite close to my heart, if I may say, at the risk of sounding like everything else is not. So Botswana is a small country, just over 2 million people, landlocked, and we've got our constraints in terms of what we're able to do for ourselves, until such a time as we're able to overcome those.
Yeah.
But we import a lot. a lot of items, although, we're seeing improvements in terms of diversifying our base. And so, and we also export, quite a few of our commodities, including diamonds, you know that. But trade is exactly that.
Yeah.
Importation of goods
and exportation.
Exportation of goods. A lot of Botswana go to places like South Africa, for different things, machinery, food items, a lot of things. Of recent, the whole world goes to China to get stuff. Even here in Botswana, someone is building a house. They want to go to Gonzo for tiles.
That's true.
It's a very common place,
Yes.
But here's the thing, right? If we look at a place like South Africa, near as they are, there is many complications or challenges with doing trade with them. If you wanna, how do you pay them? Do you pay them cash upfront? But that exposes you, because you are paying upfront.
What if they don't deliver?
The items don't come.
Yeah.
That's where we come in by making sure that we've got the right products, that mitigate the risk for the importer as well as for the exporter. In many instances, you would find that things that we have used, such as a letter of credit, is not acceptable, and that's where we come in and find out what works out for both parties, and we provide that solution. But for China especially, it's very interesting. China is huge. Language is a challenge. Issues of quality assurance is a big challenge, Because remember, typically, what happens? You fly out to China, you get there, you find someone eventually, because it's so big, you need to know where to go. When you find them, you identify what you want, you agree, you probably pay, and then you come back. 3 months later, the goods arrive, and they are not what you're looking for. This is exactly where we come in. So look at it this way. Since COVID, with the advent of COVID,
we can't travel.
We can't travel. This is where we come in.
So we can't see the products.
Exactly. And, so we've got an arrangement with our partners in China through the ICBC, which is one of the biggest banks in the world, who are a strategic partner of Standard Bank at a group level, where we're helping our clients. All you have to do is tell us, what exactly do you need? And we spend time going through the details. If it is something that produces electricity, how much electricity per minute, per hour, how much do you want in a day? What are the quality aspects? Once you've given us the full spec, we go around, because we know China. We have people who know China. Go look for
a good supplier.
And exactly the item that you're looking for. And then we give you a certificate that says that this has been quality assured, and this is the product you're looking for. There's no surprises, and in fact, there have also been instances when people have sent money across and the goods never came. People actually lost money.
Because of the suppliers
exactly.
No supplier assurance. Basically.
So we've been, this is where we've come in, and we have helped a lot of Botswana, chicken production, in any aspect of the economy. We've helped them to procure from China safely what they're looking for. I can tell you now confidently, of all the clients that we've held, never had we, even at the peak of COVID, had one instance of a client saying, this is not what I wanted. Or, we didn't agree on this price, and so that's one of the things that we saw. This Africa-China agency proposition seeks to do exactly that.
No, I mean, this is excellent. I mean, especially for us in Africa, because sometimes, when you're an African, you get to China, maybe China, then they're predicting, cheap. Sometimes it's the perception. So then you come in and you actually just kill that. And you make, this is amazing. Actually, this will be good for the SMEs. It will be good for any type of business.
And actually, if I might just add, you're absolutely spot on. SMEs and even large corporates, but also individuals,
or even individuals.
If you're just looking for a house, I keep talking about tiles, but it could be aircons, it could be anything that you're looking for. Just come, let's have a conversation. And it doesn't matter who in China you know already. If you know someone, if you know a supplier, we will come in, work with them, negotiate even better terms. But even if you don't know anyone in China, we will do that.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. We will share the contact details, guys, after this, of who you can contact there. So why did you see the need to help businesses trading with China with this service?
It's just for the reasons that I mentioned, language barrier. Language was an issue. Trading terms was an issue, It's always difficult to establish a win-win situation, So you agree on an item to produce, Okay, so, well, at least for me to start, I need 50% upfront. But dude, you haven't even started to produce, and as well as the price, as well as the discount, all of those things. We saw that our clients were struggling with this. And so these were the things that but most importantly, clients were losing money. Paying people and never getting money. So these are the things
this
that
is
we
real.
were.
Okay, so is this for any business importing from China? Is there criteria?
So I can tell you now for sure that it is the criteria is you just have to be a willing importer, from China or from South Africa for that matter. You do not need to be to have been a client of Stanbic Bank for a long time or even want to continue. We can do that one transaction together. We can do more together. So whether you're a client of Stanbic or not, it does not matter.
Oh, that's the part I wanted to actually. That was the next question.
Absolutely.
Do I have to be a Stanbic client?
You do not need to be. You do not need to be. Yes, ma'am.
So you said also importation from South Africa. You also help with that?
We also help with that. And so, like I said, in some parts of South Africa, due to fraud and previous, track record and not just from Botswana, it could be from, whatever the circumstance was, you'd find that there would have been an arrangement to pay via a guarantee or a letter of credit. But then, you find this guy in Bloemfontein or KwaZulu-Natal who'd say, no, I've tried a letter of credit before and it doesn't work. Just pay me if you want us to do something together. But that exposes you as well. So we leverage off, our relationship with our parent company in South Africa that's got a huge presence in South Africa. And, we would pretty much know anyone in South Africa, and we help on the back of that and negotiate terms that work for both parties.
Okay. So what lending and transactional support do you actually deliver on this?
So in terms of lending, what we do is we look at, again, we spoke about this earlier on, what do you want? How much do you want? How does it work? What are the terms? Is it 5 years? Is it 3 years? Is it going to be an overdraft? Is it going to be term?
Look at all those.
All of those nuances, and try and make sure that, again, it goes. So let me give you an example. If you're looking at borrowing for something that you're going to use in business, for 6 months, and it'll bring you revenue, and then you pay back the bank. What's the point of then, lending you over 5 years? Because the need is for 6 months, 8 months, and then you're back. If you look at someone who's running a feedlot, you're buying cattle, fattening them, and onboarding them. Are you looking for a 5-year facility, or should it be short term? Unless it's a farm, where you can go up to 10, 15 years. So in terms of lending, just making sure that we align the need with where you are, making sure that we're not overly indebting you. It's something that you can afford. It's something that will add value to the business. But then in terms of now transacting, because you spoke of lending and transacting, Stanbic Bank, in this day and era, no one wants to go to the bank.
No, I don't want to go to the bank.
From the comfort of your office.
So seamless banking.
We've invested a lot in technology, making sure that our clients, personal clients, use our electronic banking platforms, and business continues wherever they are. From a business point of view, our platform, is one of the oldest in the market. So when I say oldest, let me say the earliest. So we've gone this route even before everybody else. And so that brings with it security and assurance that, I'm not losing money here, and I can transact safely without undue exposure to risk and cybercrime and others. So making sure that you can transact and safely so. and whatever you're lending, and not just lending aspirations. Sometimes you've got a little bit of excess cash, and invest it optimally while you're looking to deploy it into another project in the business. So we try to be as all-rounded as possible.
You're basically our business partners.
Absolutely.
So now let's get into the Debswana collaboration with Stanbic Bank. What does it entail?
So look, I think we are, over the next couple of years, in fact, we've began to see this wave that's coming.
Yeah.
And it's so absolutely positive. And it's a wave of empowering Botswana economically, making sure that they own the businesses, they actually they partake in the value creation, across the spectrum.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we've seen bits and pieces of it, if you really think about it. First, it was transport, to say, why should we be getting transporters from anywhere else when we have Botswana who've got trucks and we're able to do logistics, You remember that. And now it's to say, and mining is just taking the lead, but this is just going to be everywhere else.
Yeah.
Let Botswana do some of these jobs.
Absolutely.
Because
we're here.
We're here, be it drilling, be it exploration of any sort, geological surveys. Botswana can actually do these jobs.
Yeah.
So our collaboration with Debswana is just to say, Botswana have the expertise, but they are constrained in terms of, a lot of times in terms of banking partnerships, and capital specifically, And secondly, where they've got the technical expertise, where someone has been doing drilling or blasting for Debswana for many years, and they know exactly what it entails. If you gave them a company, they can do that tomorrow.
As a consultant this time.
Exactly. So the other thing is we need to upskill them to be able to think
to
and
run a
do
business,
things and run a business. Absolutely.
Not being micromanaged this time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this partnership is just not just to bring in capital and financing, but it's to upskill Botswana.
It's empowering.
For them to think like businesses and to actually even transform their mindset. Hey, you know what? I don't need to work forever. I can actually run a business, and if I'm given a tender of whatever amount, this is how I ought to think about it. When I get my mobilization fee, I don't need to run off and buy an expensive car.
Exactly. That's not priority.
So we have these conversations with them in terms of just upskilling them. And so it is not our own doing, it's a partnership.
Yes.
So the bank is doing its part. Debswana is doing its part and just making sure that they give the jobs. People that are given the jobs are producing to the right level of standard. And then we've got the original equipment manufacturers who are also coming in and bringing in, machinery that's used in the process. So it's a partnership, it's various parties, and we are humbled to be doing our own part, enabling Botswana to own businesses, employ other Botswana, and create wealth. I think this is something that's quite phenomenal.
I think so. I think it's very revolutionary also, actually. This is actually brilliant, especially the mindset part, that we need to switch from employee mindset but to an employer mindset as well. Or not saying that everybody can be an employer, but we need the push.
That is so spot on. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not all gonna run businesses. That's a fact. Some of us are just not wired that way.
That's true.
But the other reality is not all of us are wired to be employees.
That's true.
And so this seeks to just give the choice to those who want to be professionals, to continue to be professionals, those who've got the appetite to
and the passion
to
they
be
just
entrepreneurs.
needed the push and the
Absolutely.
support.
What can we do to support them? And the two actually work together. Those who are entrepreneurs will work with those who are professionals, and this is how we actually diversify the economy. This is how we create wealth for Botswana. So we need to create that platform of choice, so that we can all do what we want to do in life.
Absolutely. Is it only for Debswana supplies, or is it just SMEs also?
So we have spoken quite a lot about Debswana, but it's not just Debswana. So we've done a similar arrangement with the UNDP. We've also got other clients, other partners actually that we're doing this with. So In many instances, if you look at places like Mozambique, what the oil majors are doing there is where they are saying, I'm an oil major, I'm a Shell, I'm a Chevron, but I want to empower small businesses. And and our bank in Mozambique has done phenomenal stuff, empowering large corporates or partnering with large corporates to help, smaller entities. So any corporate, be it large or whoever wants to do this, they can actually approach us. And we, in many instances, approach others and say, do you know you can actually do this? It's giving a different form to CSI and a different form altogether and meaning to giving back to the community, and we put structure to it, who does what is the expectation. And remember, these things is about, we talk about how we're partnering with Debswana and people think, no, you come with a job, at the end of the month, you give an invoice and you are paid. Hey, you got to work for it.
You got to work.
You got to produce quality, So part of this thing is to clarify expectation. Who does what, when, at what quality,
Deadlines.
Absolutely. You miss it, you starve, So it's run. Please don't take anything away from it. It's run as a business ought to be,
No, but what I was also reading about that is that you also want these suppliers to have access to the Stanbic Bank Accelerator Incubator as a shared facility to work from and hold meetings. Let's explain. This is actually excellent. It's an excellent initiative, especially for reduction of costs for SMEs. How will this work? Do I just walk in, just want to set up? How will it work?
Look, so the facility is there. If you think of a business that's doing work in Jwaneng or Hansi, but they have a lot of meetings almost all the time in Gaborone. So it means you have to come here, you need to meet people. And so instead of worrying about where to set up and where you're going to have your meeting, you can use the Accelerate. We have programs that we're running, mentorship, coaching, upskilling programs that we do. They happen at the Accelerate. Many of our entities are basically starting up from scratch. And you and I take things like access to the internet for granted. But for other people, they don't even have that.
That's true.
Instead of having to worry about that, a free cup of coffee, networking, the Accelerate is the place to be in. It's at the Fairgrounds Mall here in Gaborone. And our advice is come in anytime. If you want, you can call us ahead and say, I'll be there tomorrow. Can I reserve a small meeting room for 2 or 3 people?
Okay.
Do it absolutely at no charge. And we're doing all of this, because we're saying, let's support the young people to start up businesses. Let's support help upskill our nation. And this is our small way of just giving back and supporting that initiative.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, we're really thankful for that as SMEs. So yes, the suppliers are offered Stanbic Banks and trade club solution. What does this mean?
The trade club is it excites me, but people like, what is this really? Think of it this way. Someone is selling sheep, wanting to get rid of 15 sheep ready for market. They are in Mahalape, and then someone is in Gabane who's desperately looking for 15 sheep. How would they find each other? You've got demand and you've got supply, but they don't know.
They don't know each other.
This is a marketplace.
Yeah, that's a marketplace.
Exactly. On the Trade Club, it's a platform that says, suppliers, you can go in here and say, I've got this produce. I'm located here. This is my price. These are my terms. And whoever's looking for anything can go in there and say, let me just see. And we've actually got it per industry, per sector, and you can go in. If you're looking for someone dealing in paper, you actually go in there and you would find. So that's what the Trade Club, it's a meeting place for suppliers
and customers,
as well as for clients. And, this is where supply and demand meet. But the beautiful thing about it, the really beautiful thing about it, the intention was, yes, we want a solution for Botswana. But you know what? We're an African bank. We're a global bank. Why not connect you with suppliers who are in the Trade Club, who are in Ghana, who are in Zambia? And so you actually now, all of a sudden, your market is not just Botswana. It's not just Gaborone. It's anybody who's looking for sheep, wherever they are.
Yeah.
Could be in Ghana, could be in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you know. And so you go in there and we have, I think in terms of market access, in terms of creating market, this platform, you know, it's by far one of the...
How do we access this platform?
You know, come into one of our branches, call our enterprise direct, and we will link you up with our, and as you said, later on, we will probably after the show, and you can share it with your viewers.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is drop an email. All you have to do is call, and we will put you up on the Trade Club.
Okay.
It is really, you know, a beautiful way to help you grow your reach.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. You have to be a Stanbic customer for this one?
For now, yes.
Yes.
For now,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what we want to do is we want to open that up, you know, to anybody and just make it a very active marketplace for anybody. But for now, as we start, it's for Stanbic Bank customers.
So how do we're there now. How can I get in touch? And who do I get in touch with?
So I'll drop an email. I'll share with you an email that you can just drop us and you can share with your viewers. You drop an email, we call you back, especially if you are a Stanbic Bank, we engage, and then we enroll you onto there. And we train you as well on how it works. We train you on, you know, how to communicate with anybody, be they in Botswana or anywhere else.
So the email is showing on the screen.
We will show it now.
It's showing on the screen now. So that's all you need to do. Drop an email and they'll call you back.
Be part of the Trade Club.
Oh, so you just tell them this is what I want.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So, and again, you know, when you get into the Trade Club, once you're on the platform, you are able to then tailor make, you know, your location, your interests, and you know, just so that we don't show you the whole world and we overwhelm you, you know? Yeah.
So this is also for the same email. Can we also use for the other services we've been talking about?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And then someone on the other end will contact you and then get in touch with you and help you with whatever service you're looking for.
I mean, this is exciting. I'm actually quite excited myself.
I can't get over it. I talk about it all the time, but it excites me every time I talk about it. So yeah, I can understand.
All right. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of our interview, actually.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming. We were really excited. Thank you so much for Mr. Calistas Chijoro for embracing us and actually embracing us with your presence and sharing such wonderful information for our SMEs, for even as well as corporates, as any type of business and solutions. And I don't know if you have any last words that you'd like to share with our viewers.
So, you know, I keep saying, and I was saying to a friend the other day, and they used a very important phrase. They said to me, you know, you cannot drink all the water in the ocean, you know? And so economic diversification, wealth creation and diversification, empowering Botswana is not something that any one entity can do. Partnerships is the way to go.
Collaboration.
And collaboration is the way to go, you know? And I have spoken about many things that we're doing as Stanbic Bank. But you know what? We realize that these can only go so far if we're doing them alone. We can go even further if we're looking to partner. So whatever it is you're looking to do to partner to help Botswana run their own businesses, empower SMEs, we are a partner. We stand ready. And we encourage others as well, you know, believe it or not. We consider ourselves a strong partner, but we're encouraging others as well, wherever they are, in their own little way, to partner and say, how can we help Botswana? How can we help take Botswana forward, take this economy forward? It does not matter. We can sit in our little corners and cry about how government is doing too little.
Well, we're doing nothing.
You know,
we need to act. What you're saying is also we need to stand up and actually do something for ourselves.
Wherever we are, no matter how small.
It doesn't matter, even when you're in Good Hope. That's where I'm from.
Absolutely. So that's really my message, and it is so crystal. This is how we ensure the legacy, we secure the legacy, and ensure that our country has the longevity beyond the fourth industrial revolution, and you know, and many other wonderful things.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.